With only a few days left in the Fortnite season, I'm sure everyone's rushing to finish the Havens masks located in the Battle Pass tab under the Collect Havens Masks sub-tab. Now, overall, these will take at least hundreds of feathers to unlock every single one, and as I'm just about done with every single one of them, I thought I might as well share the quickest way possible to collect feathers to get the Havens masks. First, you're going to want to locate the solo button and simply hit play, then wait for matchmaking. After the bonus launches, locate on your map this area here to the right and simply jump when you see the time is opportune. You're going to want to aim right towards that center statue where the air flows up to the top. Now, because you want to land the quickest, you're going to want to pop your glider early, fly over to the statue, then catch yourself in the airstream. After this, unpop your glider and fly straight down as low as you can. Then it'll auto-pop your glider and you should land in a boat. Get in the boat and immediately turn to look around. Do you see any chests? You'll see chests all throughout this entire area, but I'm simply going to show you the rotation that I generally do to get the most stuff. First, shoot rockets at chests. Some things you need to know. If you break the blocks beneath chests, it'll give you all the items in the chest, including the Haven feathers, which makes it extremely easy to collect them. Second, if you try to intentionally break the chest directly, it'll take 2 shots from the rockets to destroy the entire chest instead of 1 from breaking the stuff beneath it. All of these small buildings have a chance to spawn chests, so it's extremely easy to farm up from these buildings in particular. I usually go around the left side of the statue and go for the quick buildings there, and then rotate over for these left buildings here. You have to be a bit careful, because sometimes people land in really weird spots, and it's really hard to deal with it. Because if you don't have a weapon, they are going to immediately try to shoot you out of the boat. Boat rockets also have an extremely long range, so you can hit buildings even from the extreme distance of over 200 meters, and they don't have fall off on them either, so it's extremely easy. Look for the yellow glow around chests to get the feathers as fast as possible. Now, if you need to swap boats, hold E and then jump right before you land, and you'll generally get a little hop out of the boat that you can jump right into another one. You'll see the gas in the bottom right. You don't want to boost because it uses more gas and is completely unnecessary. Even if you don't see a chest in a building, don't be afraid to shoot at it, because it may just have what you're looking for. Right now, I have some weirdo trying to chase me down because he hasn't seen the light in 7 days, so simply drive in the other direction and you can come back and do the rotation when you're ready. These houses back here, sometimes people land at, so you have to be very careful that someone isn't in the house waiting for you to come to them and then shoot you. The guy is still behind me, so I'm simply going to use boost to get away, because he's absolutely weird and needs to get some friends. As you can see, my gas is a bit low, so you're going to want to try and save your gas as much as possible and head to a dock where you can get another boat. Different areas that can spawn chests are also in the clam here, and all of these towers here, along with that gas station all the way back there. I'm going to intentionally go back the way I came from, because he's not going to be able to follow me into the water unless he does something silly like that. In which case, I can simply avoid him. See, the Spider-Man gloves can't follow anything in the water unless they attach directly to your boat, which means that you can simply drive away, and they can't do anything about it. Especially if they have aim like this absolute trash can. Imagine trying to kill a guy in Fortnite and getting roasted for an entire video. As you can see, he's pushing back over, and there's another player right here. So I'm simply going to drive as far away as I physically can because I don't have a weapon. But those two will most likely fight each other, with a question mark at the end, of course. I'll put pressure on the guy on the roof by shooting a rocket in his general direction, and I'm going to see if I can get a different boat. All the way over here, there's a boat dock that stores multiple boats, in which you could switch out. An interesting trick that you can use to escape people is with sharks. If you drive on top of a shark, it'll launch your boat into the air, meaning that you can get farther distance and also dodge bullets. As you can see, I switched boats and I'm ready to start shooting more rockets. This house is quite nice because it has a bunch of chests in it. You simply have to keep firing at basically the center of the house, try to aim lower so it destroys the stuff above. Now, I would normally rotate back towards that main area, but because those people are camping it, I think I'm going to choose to go all the way around. Note that this main area here does have the most chests, which means you will be able to get the most feathers from there, but sometimes you have to modify your route instead of dying early on. Another bug that you can find is that the rocket will immediately shoot your own character, and you have to be careful of that, because that can happen multiple times in a row and immediately get you killed. As you can see, my boat's a bit low on fuel, so I'll simply jump out and switch immediately to another boat. I can now rotate back because most people would have pushed towards the center of the circle by now, although you do have to keep aware that boat rockets really give away your position, so people might try to rush you. Now, there's a couple secret chests that you can find in this building here. Simply shoot at the ramps that you see on the building and you'll most likely get the chests if they are spawned in. There, here, and then the middle one. Doesn't look like they spawned this time, so keep an eye out for those. It doesn't hurt to shoot a few extra rockets in the general direction in order to get the extra feathers. Now, checking your inventory, this shows the amount of feathers that you've collected just from this match, and not your entire feathers. All of the feathers can be shown in the lobby, so I've collected 13 feathers from just this match already. This has only taken me a few minutes, and you can repeat this step multiple times over. I've completed at least 2 rows today, just from about 3 hours of gameplay, so it really hasn't taken that long to grind out the feathers required to get all of the masks before the season ends. People can sometimes drop here at the start of matches, so I generally prefer to avoid it until later in the match, because people don't generally tend to stay around this area. Let's see how many I gained from just one match. It looks like I gained just enough from that match to finish off the entire page. I hope you all have a great time collecting the feathers and unlocking all the masks. And I'll see you peoples all in another live stream and or video. See y'all next time.